Hello Capricorn. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a reading for the month of November. Let me start with these sounds for you. Okay, now what am I seeing for you? What am I seeing for you? Let's see. What are we seeing for you, Capricorn? There was this decision that you had made, I remember last month, where you sort of found your home, you found your niche, you found a place where you could metaphorically hang your hat. And it wasn't necessarily a place that you could call home, but somewhere, somehow, it was a place for you to go. And there is calm in your house, in your metaphorical house. You are calm. And it's uncannily calm because up until very recently, even say 3 or 4 months ago, this wasn't the case. There was this speculation of where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I going? And I would like to do that. But this is different. This is different this month. Listen to this. Look, I'm going to show you what I have. Of course, we've got the sun. The sun is the first card, and we know that the sun is speaks to fire signs, right? So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. There is an Aries there is a fire sign in your life that is of importance to you. Then we have this focus card, which is the death card, and the death card is a Scorpio. Now, a Scorpio who is influential to you, and it is sort of the damning influence and the positive influence. It reminds you of your shadow self, your shadow side. And then I have the Three of Swords, as if it is the Scorpio that reminds you of the difficult times. I'm going to take the Vera Sibilla over these cards, Capricorn, because I'd like to get a better look at that Three of Swords here to see what these can add to that. Yeah, you are in a good place, Capricorn. It is, like I said, this is your metaphorical home. This is your home. I've got here the military, and the military speaks to things unsaid, of course. And the donna di servizio, who's the housemaid, who is a welcome hand, and then pensiero, thought. You are planning something, Capricorn. You're planning something. You're planning not a getaway. It's not that. It's not an escape, but you want to create something else. You want to share that your calm that you have recently acquired. You want to share that with someone, but you want to share it with someone who is not public. It doesn't necessarily have to be a public relationship. And my grandmother always used to say, a buon intenditore poche parole, which means those who understand my words don't need any explanation, in the sense that this is something very private. This is something that you don't care to morally share with others or ethically share with others. It is for your personal pleasure and for your sense of survival, actually. I'm going over to this death card, working backwards in the spread to see what is there for you, Capricorn. Okay, we are moving into a moment when there is novelty. There's something new. This is the deliranti, the delirious people. There is fidelity, and speranza, hope. You seem, all right, there's someone in your life, and we get that. There is someone in your life that's on the back burner. It's on the, he or she is on the back burner, but they're there, they've been there for a while. You are at this day and age, in this moment in your life, thinking, look at all the world. What is happening? Here I am stuck. We're locked down, semi-lockdown. I'm far away from this person, that person. And you start to wander with your thoughts, and you start thinking, remember that song, Love the One You're With. You start to think, well, it's about time I get my house in order. And I find myself someone who's very close to me, who is probably of the same ethnic background as myself, who's from the same country as myself, who might not even be a bad companion, but they don't correspond. And this is interesting, Capricorn. They don't correspond to someone who you would talk about to your friends, because for some reason they get you so excited. You are excited. You're very excited about this presence, potential presence in your life, Capricorn. But he or she is different from what you would have aspired to in the past. But now your tastes have changed, your ideas have changed, your priorities have changed, it looks like to me. Let's look at that sun, those fire signs. Take a look at that. Interesting. Well, look. This is the messaggero, the messenger. The messenger. We have here the merchant, il mercante, and we have here prigioniero, prigione, prison. It looks like here too, the prison always talks about having a very close bond, with the ball and chain. If it's not a marriage, it's something that will bond you to someone. Here, the merchant here talks about not sharing your love life or your ideas or your desires with anyone. And this is communication. This is out and out communication with someone. And I believe it is a fire sign, Capricorn. Let me take a look at the runes to see what they can add here. Well, we've got the whole world in his hands. We got the whole world in our hands, looks like to me. All right, now, we've got right here in the center Keenats, which is a Merkstave. And Keenats is a rune that usually talks of warmth, of fire, of strength, of energy. And you feel that this energy and this strength can be had if you link yourself, if you tie yourself up with someone who emanates those qualities. And I do really think it is an earth sign, a fire sign here. I'll keep that where it was. Now I've got Rido. Rido is Merkstave. It's upside down here, and it usually talks about movement, about travel, of going places. But this, like I said before, you're looking for someone very close, in your own backyard, in your own country, in your own city, someone the next door, the boy or the girl next door, someone to be a friend who would begin like a friend, and then who you could trust. Remember, we had the fidelity card, and that's all about friendship and trust. And this is interesting because of the way they talk, and they're telling me, look, there's more than meets the eye in what you are looking at, in what you're seeking, because it's different from the past. Now, I've got here Bjork Berkana, which is Merkstave, and usually Bjork Berkana will talk to giving birth, or fertility, if that's what you're looking for. But this is not the time for that. This is the seeds may be planted, but you won't know until a few months later on. But here in this position, I'm seeing it more like the desire for new beginnings, not exactly the new beginnings starting, but it is more the desire of new beginnings, and a project. You are really planning. You're putting together. You're concocting a plan to have a relationship that's completely different from what you've had in the past. Really interesting. Then I've got here Fehu, which is Merkstave. And usually it does hint at romance. It does hint at fulfillment, but it's pointing to, it's upside down. It's Merkstave. So it's telling me, look, that's what I'm aiming at. And not so much even financial gain, which this rune usually talks to, but the fulfillment. I'm looking for fulfillment. And, fulfillment comes in many flavors and sizes. Someone can say, I love that woman. She's not only gorgeous, but she's rich and she's beautiful. She's intelligent. Or I love that man because he's so humorous, but, he's doesn't have money. I mean, he's probably even without a job, but someone who makes me laugh, you can't pay for that, So your priorities change. And this is what that's talking to. We've got Wunyo. Wunyo is the rune of joy. Wunyo, there's much little that I can add to this, because Wunyo literally is happiness, positive, there's success, there's affection, coming in is an affection. I've got here an interesting rune that I always like to look at, and I always like to come out in my castings, is Iwatz. Iwatz is a very powerfully protective rune. So you're in a ball of light, Capricorn, and you can literally aim for the stars, your desires, anything. You're changing your desires. Isa talks about a cooling down with a relationship, cooling down in the sense that, remember that person we said is in the back burner, they're always there, but you're not seeing them. They're just a little too far for your taste right now. Well, that's going to be cooling down, even if in the future you'll see them, but let's take a break. Okay, you're thinking to yourself. Then we got beautiful, two gorgeous rooms to end with. We've got Gifu here. Now, Gifu is a partnership. It's a gift, as if the gift is coming from above to you. And a Gifu talks about an important development in a romantic relationship. This is the time that it's going to happen, the end of the month, the end of November. And then we have this warm complement to the sun, which is Soilo. Literally, it's the sun in the runes. And Soilo is all about victory, of great power, of success. So, I have no problem in leaving it with you at that, Capricorn, because I see that you're coming of age, literally. You're maturing in your desires and your dreams. I do hope this was of help to you, ladies and gentlemen, Capricorn friends. Do like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and push that negotiation, that notification bell that will tell you when I'm live or when I've put up my videos. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, Capricorn. Until we read together again. Bye-bye.